this is the official, and whoa, that's expensive. This is the official NBA store they have here in New York City, and I just thought it'd be kind of cool to take you guys around and show you guys what they have, kind of jerseys, shirts, apparel, different knickknacks and things that they have here at the NBA store. So make sure, of course, you like the video. If you do like the video, it would really help support the channel and this video in particular to help get its, reach out there. And also comment down below, I guess, any other plays you guys want to see some ASMR in public. I would very much love to know your opinion, obviously. So, anyways, yeah, I'm taking a look at all of the crazy alternative and city jerseys they have here in the NBA. And that is why this video may not be as, ASMR in public, quote unquote. The music was absolutely blaring in this place, but I'll try my best to get some snips and clips of sort of the ambiance of the place. But it was heavily involved with copyrighted music. Not a fun time for a YouTuber, ASMR artist, content creator, but what is pretty cool is taking a look at these NBA City Edition jerseys in person. Now, obviously, being from Portland, Oregon, I don't really have like a store that has a bunch of stuff like this, like really, exclusive other team merch. It's mostly, of course, Portland Trailblazer stuff. So it was actually really cool to take a look at some of the other, teams' apparel. The Kings jerseys are always pretty cool. They have the crazy neon green New Orleans Pelicans jersey, which you guys saw there, and boy oh boy, these Chicago Bulls jerseys are as bland and boring as they look online. I guess people are paying $100 for shorts nowadays, man. This is a pretty expensive store now. I would assume it would be because it is, again, 1000% NBA official. Like, these are like stitched on, high quality, like in-game style jerseys. They have these Atlanta Hawk jerseys that actually look really cool in person. These ones aren't like the official swingman jerseys, so they are significantly cheaper. And also let me know down in the comments your favorite of the new, I guess if I want to call them, I guess this current year's NBA City Edition jerseys. I'd love to know your opinions on them. These Kings ones are actually also pretty cool. They just don't really give like the Kings vibe so much. I know they're from their, I forget what it was, like Rochester time. I think that's where the Kings used to be, if I can remember. Then they have these Cleveland Cavaliers ones, which also look kind of better in person now that I'm looking at them. And they have all the other teams, Lakers, Phoenix, Mavericks, all the teams, man. It's insane. It's too much to go through. Too much. So, heading over to some of the other apparel that they have, I obviously wanted to take a look at, what else they got besides the jerseys, which I know we all love, but they even have some pretty interesting, unique stuff here, like this, like skull collab, but I'm assuming a different style of brand, which are cool. I'm not the biggest fan of like skulls and stuff on t-shirts and apparel, but if you are a big fan of Knick basketball, they have a New York Knicks bed sheet, so if you're ever, inviting someone over, you can pull that out and impress them, I guess. We also have some classic logo hoodies, $75 for hoodies. I absolutely hate that, but for a classic design logo, that's pretty sick. They even have the NBA Finals one there, which that one I like a lot as well. The Warrior one is clean, and even of course the Lakers and New York Knicks as well. Shout out to the New York Knicks. Taking a look at the other side of the table, though, we finally get some hats. We have the Anti-Social Club. It's a Michelin S little thing there. Some New York Knicks colorway. It is $60 though. I'm going to be showing prices throughout this video, just so you guys can get a taste of, I don't know, the pricing. I know a lot of people in the comments and some other in public videos like to know the prices of different things. We also have some slip-ons. I don't know if these are technically, slippers, sandals, or whatever you want to call them. I just call them slip-ons. Looking pretty comfy, and some more of like the skull design t-shirts, which, yes, if you wanted to know, this t-shirt, again, this t-shirt is $110. What is happening? what is happening. Anyway, they're pretty sick. I kind of like the variety of them. You can get a Lakers, Heat, Boston, Celtic, blah, blah, blah one. Kind of intense though of a graphic tee. Then we have these Letterman jackets. I think that's what you would technically classify this as, a Letterman's jacket, which has, of course, a bunch of championship numbers, titles, sort of paying homage to the title reigns of some teams, which I think is really cool. They're nicely stitched on, really warm, nice, high quality. They are pretty expensive, but again, that t-shirt is almost just as expensive, which is wild. That jersey is just as expensive. I think this is definitely more bang for your buck if you're someone who's looking for more of like a, I don't know, a cool look. We have probably an area that I would probably be doing most of my shopping at. Some of these basic style press-on t-shirts, which are also still $45. Okay, I'll stop complaining about the prices. But the designs are really cool. I'm someone who loves the basic design when it comes to their own style, and I actually dig this a lot. They even have their own like exclusive New York City NBA store apparel, which I'm not sure if you can buy any of this stuff online, but it might be exclusive to the in-person store, which is kind of cool to think about. And if you just like the NBA, you can buy a basic NBA logo sweatshirt. It comes in different colors, which I actually really like as well. Basic hoodies, and one thing I was very close to buying, or maybe I do buy it, you have to wait till the end of the video. They actually have their alternative city edition shirts. So as you can see, the Atlanta Hawks logo, the Denver Nuggets logo that are on their alternative city edition jerseys. They actually have t-shirts of them, like the Phoenix Suns, the Clipper ones. It's actually kind of cool. They have their own t-shirts of them too, which are, of course, still pretty pricey, but I actually like that. Oh man, still trying to avoid getting a copyright strike on this video. We have the youth apparel section, which in my opinion might be the entirety of the ground floor, which also, yes, this NBA store is multiple floors, which for an NBA fan is a dream, but this entire lower level is, I think, all the youth apparel. It has all of your, of course, youth apparel, and also some other smaller things they didn't have upstairs, like some basketballs, which have like fake signatures on them. And I think it's really cool to see the sort of different, I don't know, stuff they have, where they only sell for kids and stuff they only sell for adults. They have some highlights being played of the GOAT, maybe to some people, LeBron James up there of the Miami Heat days. We have a Chet Holmgren jersey, which I really like a lot. And just all like the teams are sort of stashed away in their own little sections. So if you're looking for, you know, the Memphis Grizzlies and only Memphis Grizzlies stuff, they have a section just for them. They have a section just for, you know, the San Antonio Spurs. Blah blah blah. It's pretty nicely organized over there. Yes, I am still currently on the hunt for. Ooh, I actually really like that. That has Spurs logo. I think that's pretty nice. I'm still on the hunt to look for some Portland Trailblazer stuff, and as you can tell, I have still yet to see any Portland Trailblazer things, but they do have these Utah Jazz jerseys. Oh god. Shout out to the WNBA. He actually had a couple of WNBA things in this little corner, but it was still highly overrun by some NBA stuff, which I'm surprised it didn't have like more like WNBA things there. They had like a little corner, a little section of it, which still had NBA things in the WNBA section, which I thought was kind of sad, but still, they have some interesting looking jerseys that I've never seen before right there. But one of the cooler corners of the store was this retro corner, is what we're gonna call it, where they jersey, which bring back some really good memory. That was my first NBA jersey ever. And of course, one of my favorite players of all time, Larry Bird. And just, man, I really had a lot of time off camera looking through and kind of scavenging to see what kind of rare players I could find. They have a supersonic Kevin Durant. They have a really interesting New York Knicks jersey. I don't know if this was an actual, worn jersey, but I don't think I've ever seen the Knicks wear that sort of style of orange, like a neon orange and blue jersey, or even green, whatever color that was. That was really cool looking. And also one of my favorite jerseys of all time is this all retro Bucks jersey, where the Buck was actually on the jersey. And finally, we find some Portland Trailblazer things. I'm kind of surprised there wasn't anything else. Maybe if I wasn't looking hard enough, we'll have to see. But we have some of like their knickknacks, some of their toys, their Funko Pops, which are also pretty popular. Some deflated basketballs in their hat section, which, again, I've said it before, I used to be a pretty big hat guy back in the day. But also one of my favorite corners of the store, the memorabilia section, where yes, you could buy just an easy LeBron James signed jersey, signed basketball, artwork, design, ticket stubs, pretty much anything you'd want for a memorabilia shop. They had it there. So, maybe it's a little bit tempting as a sports fan to get some sort of like major signed apparel like this kind of things. As you guys know, I do have my Portland Trailblazer signed basketball, but man, I would love to get something major, like one of these kind of items. But oh man, it's really cool. You have Kobe Bryant signed stuff. It's just wow. It was really cool to see all that stuff there. Yeah, they are still playing Christmas music in this store. Again, this is from a while ago, but more knick-knack things, cups, shot glasses, even basketball handbags. Those are pretty cool, I guess. These basketballs are also pretty nice, like these white ones. I used to play with a basketball like that back in the day, but it got dirty in like the first 30 seconds. It was not really that worth it, but yeah, I love this little downstairs area. It's actually really cool. And now we're up to the upstairs section where the adult section sort of continues, and we have up here the wow, really cool Boston Celtic Bill Russell jersey, which was actually before they had the names of players on their backs, which is surprising. And also, as a sports fan, if you're also one as well, you see these everywhere if you're looking for them. They're actually under $40, which I guess is kind of a nice deal. These Slam magazine graphic tees, which, I mean, I'm sure a lot of us have a handful of these. I only have about one or two of them. I'll definitely love to get more, but definitely think I should be getting at least one or two of these while I'm here. Maybe I did, maybe I didn't. I'll have to see, but yeah, some iconic covers of Slam and just some random graphic tees from highlights of different players from all throughout history, man. It's just, this story is just so baffling as a pure-hearted basketball fan. It's just everything. It's just literally everything. They have some sort of different styles of t-shirts I've never seen before, and even jerseys as well. Now, one thing I was kind of sad about this store was their shoe game. Their shoe game was just one wall. A Foot Locker, a Champs, maybe even some other random shoe stores have kind of a nice selection of shoe guy, but if I had the money, which I guess we all wish we did, I would definitely be more into them, but as of right now, I just stick with my same 2 or 3 pairs of shoes, and that's about it. I see a return of these fuzzy slides, and a bunch of other random NBA, well, actually, not even NBA jerseys. We have a couple of random, like, jerseys like this. Michael Jordan, Tar Heel, North Carolina jersey, which, wow, that might be kind of a cool, rare find, and even some other very rare jerseys, like, of course, this one caught me by surprise. The throwback green Chicago Bulls jerseys. Like, what? Like, how do you even find that anywhere else? I really have no idea. Finally, I find some more Portland and Trailblazer stuff. It's just a couple of retro jerseys like Bill, Russell, and Clyde, Drexler. Kind of good ones, but that was it. That's all they got. They had some Atlanta Hawks ones thrown in there, but man, not a lot of Blazer love in this store. Across the way, on the opposite side of this top floor, we have the custom jersey area, where I guess if you wanted like a specific player, you can just custom make that player's name and number, which I guess could make sense, but they have a whole tablet on the wall for that, which I also kind of like that, and yeah, that was really it for this top floor. You have some more current day jerseys, which actually, I should say, this top floor was the current day area, so if you wanted like an actual current day player jersey, this is the area you would go to. They also had some of like their warm-up stuff, which I always find interesting. I don't know if anyone actually ever wears like the warm-up clothes for the players, but they do sell them here. But yeah, if you wanted just like a typical Steph Curry, Tyrese Halliburton jersey, whatever you wanted for a specific current day NBA player, then this is going to be the spot to get it at. Even a regular Los Angeles Laker hoodie, current NBA logo stuff, this is the top floor, is where you want to look at it if you didn't want those very wild city edition jerseys, where we actually find, finally, the Portland merch, which is just a classic Blazer away jersey of ya boy, Scoot Henderson, not Shaden Sharp. Sadly, I maybe would be more tempted to buy it if it was a Shaden Sharp thing, but still really cool. Yes, everyone, that is going to be it for the video, and that is actually also it for the New York style vlogs. That's pretty much going to be it, so I know, very sad, but if you want to, of course, well, first of all, like the video, of course, do show love to the video. I'd very much appreciate that, and also comment down below where you guys want to see some ASMR in public next. I would definitely love to know your opinion on maybe anywhere, maybe somewhere more specific, maybe somewhere more small, like a Target or a Walmart. I would definitely just love to know your opinions on that, and yeah, I love you, and I'll see you again in another video very soon. Alright guys, bye.